And I might... I'm actually blowing through these pretty fast.
Oh, when you get the answers, these are very short. These are only a couple of minutes each.
And I know the answer to most of these! The stat-based ones I can easily... Which one of you can survive Hydro Kick? What?
We already did that.
No, but like, seriously. Terror raid battles. Yeah. Terror Shield.
Puts up a terror shield, won't you? You
Terrestrialize and close your eyes and give in. Call your parents. Like, yeah, that's a given.
Because it's you're still kind of early.
Yes.
Yep, there it is.
You have to deal damage. It breaks the.
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Regular attacks won't work.
No, the reason that was the correct is the terrestrial and attack.
Yes.
You have to have a crystal yourself.
Yes. She said that. Okay, the other two were like, give up and go home. Fight fire with fire.
Hey. I just imagine someone raises their hand. Oh, I thought you were supposed to fight fire with water. She snapped her fingers and then the Manicham high jump kicks.
Or, damn it. High jump kick is funny, or you just, damn, I can't even straight face. The Manicham runs at full speed, and you see this shot from outside the school. It punched the child. Almost unlike the midterms and like everything.
Uh-huh.
But
uh-huh.
I might actually, before stopping, just clear these out. Just clear out everything.
I kind of wish, unless it is something I haven't seen, I kind of wish one of these classes taught you about EV training, because
yes. But
I was waiting for that moment and it never happened. I don't remember at all.
This one, because it's lore based, I don't remember. And
I want to say 1,000, but I cannot remember at all.
This one I don't.
I also feel like 1,000. I seem to remember one of the perils, like their Pokédex description mentions like 1,000 or something.
I don't think it's 3. I think it's 1 or 2, and this is literally what the save's coming is for. I'm gonna try 2. Ah! I wasn't even sure about that, and I'm good. Fuck yeah!
That's what we call luck.
I just remember that number floating around vaguely when
because certain things descriptions talk about 2,000 years ago.
That's what. Fuck! I can't talk. Yes. Because
10,000 years later.
10 under the air shield. 10,000 years of fresh air.
Under his
rule will last 100.
What?
Nothing.
We'll work at the Krusty Krab
forever. Forever.
One
eternity later. Krusty Krab is all gray and covered in cobwebs and their skeletons.
Even though if we want to be a Mantic, both of them are things that don't actually have skeletons.
Move everything up to the midterm, then I might literally just go down the list. Just devolved into like 30 minutes of school.
That's what happens when you procrastinate on it.
We had other shit to do.
I believe it's delicious.
No, it's delicious because of that first one. I forget what language that is, but it's because it's similar enough to English.
I believe that's German.
Yeah, I think. Yep. Easy. That was literally because, like, Norwegian does similar, like, German, Dutch, Norwegian, Dutch,
Just continue.
Continuing on. A bunch of those languages are, very similar to each other, and they're approximate to English.
I really do want to know what the language classes are in other regions. It's like, is it the same, or is it different? Because it would be kind of weird for, like, the, German copy to ask you what this thing in German means.
Well, there's an easy solution. There's a very easy solution to that.
Which would be...
Always replace the language you're translating with a different language and just ask the same question.
No, but my point was that means that his fucking classes, there are going to be several versions of them. Because even if it is delicious, it is still like...
Damn it. It's delicious, but instead
my point was, because he says, like, 3 or 4 different languages. It's like, if the first one in there was German, that means for, like, the German copy, you would have to replace the German one with, like, something else. But then for that language, you'd have to replace, like, that with something else. And
honestly, because of how common it is, I think in a bunch of the other, like, in the German example, I think they just use English.
Oh, probably.
That's easy.
Well, that's probably what they do to keep from overcomplicating it. Especially so we won't have a repeat of Fantina in Diamond and Pearl, where in the Japanese version, she speaks...
Our special guest!
Oh, and now we get the...
Gible!
Gible. This is Professor Gible.
Oh, fuck yes, he is. Pretty. Key grass.
Uh-huh.
Would be one of the dragon type.
But it has changed its type.
Professor Gible, this is the greatest thing.
What type is Gible?
Yeah, on. It's grass. Like, you see this! That pings. Yeah. His first one.
I remember the later ones he throws out a Pokémon and asks me questions about its.
Yeah, well, because there's an objective answer. Yeah. What type is this Gible? It's grass.
Mm-hmm.
The Terror Jewel, like, that's easy. It's grass.
Professor Gible. But anyway, I was going to say Fantina, and I love this. If I remember correctly, it was in...
Thank you, Professor Gible.
If I remember...
Glamgab? Or Glamgib.
It's Gible, so it would probably be Gib.
Glamgib!
If I remember correctly, I think this is the order it goes. In the Japanese version, she speaks broken English. In the English version, she speaks broken French, and in the French version, I believe it's broken Japanese.
We talked about that a little bit.
Because they actually did change it for every single region.
Yes. Here's a class about Eevee training. Oh, fucking finally!
Uh-huh. I was sitting there waiting for it. I was waiting for the game to say that there are these things called, like, effort values, or some people call them, like, easy. I would have popped the fuck off, and I would have, without context, told us we need to do all of that class to get there. Ahem.
Items on the ground.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yep.
I couldn't remember what, like, the question was.
That question was about getting items and potions and shit.
The little sparkling icons.
Oh. Even though we're in a generation where, and it's the one thing I can agree with people, they nerfed hyper potions a few generations ago.
Didn't they used to be one, like, 50?
200.
Yeah.
They dropped it. Thought that was excessive.
I can kind of see that.
Ow. Pain. Sadness.
Just like real school.
Okay, joke aside, this is going fine. It's just art confused me, because the first art is literally subjective babbling. There's no correct answer. Then they use art to actually teach you, and of course there's a correct answer, because the flowers are the grass terrestrial hat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. History 3, language 3, and then we'll just...
Not just the grass terrestrial hat. The funny thing is, and because of the art class, I'm wondering if this was partly intentional. The flowers of the grass terrestrial hat, I believe, look like this one famous painting. I don't know the name of the painting, but you know the one I'm talking about, because I'm pretty sure it's in Animal Crossing.
It's history time.
Ah, history, everyone's favorite. I guess everyone's favorite, but there are a few kind of interesting, like, lore things in... How many years ago was the Academy established?
800. That one's funny, because she literally, like, it's in the text.
Yeah.
She said 800 years ago.
Uh-huh.
But the actual answer is in the... Constructed 805. Easy. That one was straightforward because the answer was in the question. Ow. Taking a small break to scratch an itch though. Loading's going far anyway. Okay. Okay.
This is going to end up translating to an entire video of the school. Probably.
Been here a good 10 or 15 minutes now.
And just like real school, it feels like it's longer than it actually is.
They could just wipe out the midterms and we'll probably be stopping in a minute. Straightforward enough. Professor Gible was the best thing.
Oh, the language gets something just as stupid. Yes.
Yes.
I think I love you.
I'm pretty sure it's I love you. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
I have to remember watching this a few days ago.
No, there's just multiple glasses. Yeah, but that was me vaguely recognizing a few of those languages. Even if I can't remember what they are, I've heard a lot of these phrases before. Dumb tangential learning. How do you say I love you in Norwegian?
I'm I'm not learning that, and you haven't said anything in
Well, okay. Because of that weird split, since I'm learning the, like, book version of Norwegian, even within that, there's a few... That, it would... I think I have the phrasing right. It would be... Jeg elsker, dere. Or, like, Jeg elsker du. I think I spoke that right. Because I is Jeg, but it's spelled with a J.
Or in a Spanish region, remember, jalapeno.
Jeg is, J-E-G, but it's a Norwegian J, so it's Jeg.
Because of all this being Spanish, and you brought this up.
One of my favorite Norwegian words, though, is snake. Can never, straight face, say the word for snake in that language without snickering like an asshole. Snake is slanga. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, did any of you that also did the classes get a kick out of Professor Gible? Professor Gible made me laugh, so I thought I would ask if anybody else laughed at that specific moment. Sometimes I like doing more lighthearted questions in our Let's Plays, and Professor Gible really did make me laugh, so I wanted to see if anybody else laughed at that, because I found that to be really, really funny. But anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.